On today's episode of Scania Truck Driving Simulator, join me as we take on some dangerous drives and see if I'm actually as good of a driver as I claim to be. Let's go ahead, roll that intro, and jump right into it. Alright, haulers. Hello and welcome to Scania Truck Driving Simulator. So, this is something very old. To give you an idea of the age of this game, the last update was in 2014. So this is definitely an older game, something that you probably won't see many other places nowadays. But the reason that we're in here is because, one, I want to do more throwback stuff on the channel, some older games. I've got some other ones coming up. And that'll kind of fill the gap in as we wait for newer games to come out or when there's a little bit of a dry spell on that front. But also, one of the biggest points of this game is that it's all about how good you are at driving. One thing that I'm known for on my streams and stuff like that is I'm relatively good at backing a trailer. I know how to maneuver a truck. It's one of the reasons people like watching me drive, I guess. It's what I'm told. I still don't understand why people like watching me, but that's a whole nother discussion in and of itself. But I want to put that to the test. I want to see, am I actually capable of controlling a truck in general, but not only that, a foreign truck on tight roads and rough courses and stuff like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to jump into Scania Truck Driving Simulator, and we're going to be doing something called Dangerous Drives. So let's take a look at that real quick. Now, if you noticed on the front page, it would have said like I had 2,500 points or whatever. I did spend some time on here just getting a feel for what the game looks like on each side, just so that I could plan out how I wanted to do these videos, because it may not be a series, it may be 1 or 2 videos, something like that, we will see. But what I want to do is I want to run through. You can see here, these are the top drivers. These are all like people who have done this one here in particular. This is the time that they got on it, so these aren't relatively long, but the whole goal is to get through the entire course without hitting anything, and as fast as possible. You will see here, Road of Death, I am 16th out of however many. So I am still placing relatively high up. That's okay. Obviously, it's really, really challenging, so we will see how that goes. Even though I have done this one already, we're still going to do it again just so you guys can see it. So let's go ahead, let's jump into Road of Death and see if we survive. Alright, one thing about this too is that you may hear my wheel in the background. It is very loud on this game. The feedback on this game is pretty much maximum at all times. I don't know why, but it is genuinely bad. It is a huge challenge. It's a lot rougher than, say, Euro Truck or something like that, unless you turn your gain way up on there. Try and focus here so I don't hit nothing. And obviously, I've gotten a good time on here, but I am taking my time today on all of these to make sure I get them perfect. I want to try not to hit anything and see if I can actually handle it. All it takes is one little run move. So we're going to try and get through here. Guy taking photos. You can see how tight it gets through some of this. So today's challenge will be just making sure we don't hit anything. We will worry about times another day. One thing that I was considering doing is I'd like to potentially stream some of this and see if we can't get up to the top of the leaderboards, or about as high as we can go. This is a notoriously difficult corner. That's why it likes to slide. We're going to just try and hold on to her, nice and easy. Now, obviously, I'm an American, so I am driving a European truck, which is very different to a lot of the things that I usually drive, and requires a little bit more concentration from me. And we can go all out in the end, so I'm going to do that. Obviously, there we go. We made it through 156, my best time being 134. So obviously I can do significantly better, but 134 is really pushing it. So maybe we'll stream some of this, see how we do. But let's go ahead, let's jump into the next one and see what we get. Turn the truck on. It looks like I need to reverse the truck. I don't know where I'm reversing to. I believe we're going down to the side here. So we will do this. Be nice and gentle with it. I can't see if there's anything on my right side. I'm not going to be worrying about speed too much. Like I've said, obviously, this thing likes to slide, so 1 second it could be under control, the next minute you're losing it. It's funny, they kind of marked it out like a racetrack with the blocks there. I'm going to take it nice and easy through here. This is very, very tight. Oh, what I hit? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Ah, there we go. I messed up because I wasn't paying attention. So there we go, we have our first mess up. We're gonna go nice and wide here. Hugging the wall. Hopefully to get around there. Then as the wheels hit the pivot, we're going to turn all the way in, and then all the way left. Try and hug the wall again. Squeeze our way around. I got to make sure I'm watching both sides, because the front of the trailer could even swing out. I think we're supposed to squeeze through this side, which is going to be tough. But we'll take it nice and easy. I'm gonna hit that, I think. Ooh, very close. So this one is very, very tight here. This whole course is. This particular corner is okay. At least it should be. Yep. Alright, and there we go. So we've made it through that one. What did we get? So it looks like we had 3 collisions, so we lost 300 points. That's not very good for a 254. So I'm not perfect. I definitely messed this one up. I will say that first one, while I was trying for the best time, I screwed up a lot. This is not easy for sure. Obviously, when you're recording, it's a little harder, I'm noticing. But other than that, let's go ahead, let's jump into the next one and see how I do. Alright, well, first thought with this one, number 1 rule of driving is you're not supposed to drive in water. It's the whole turn around, don't drown idea. At least that's what they call it here, because obviously you can't see what's under the water, you can't see any debris, you can't see any sinkholes or nothing. So this is definitely not recommended to do. But we're going to take it nice and easy. We're going to try and get our way through here. I got to watch out for boards and stuff sticking out. A little bit lighter, it seems. This truck seems to be doing a little bit better, ironically. Got the flood sirens going. Something I recently learned was a pretty common thing. Obviously, with me being foreign to this type of stuff. We'll just make our way through here nice and gently. Oh. She started to slide. That's what I'm talking about. I decided to go too fast and she started to slide on me. Oh, she's fighting me. Don't fight me. You gotta watch these boards. This is really tight here. Just make our way through these cars. Obviously not a good situation going on here. Situation. I don't know why I keep saying it that way. Been watching too much AVE or something. Oh, I don't want to hit the car. I'm going to hit the car if I don't slow down. Whoop. That's actually one of the nicest things about cab overs in the European side of things is you can get really, really close in, really tight areas. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go here, because I obviously cannot see this finish line. There it is. And there we go. Okay, so we've made it through that one pretty relatively easily. Didn't hit anything. 222 could obviously be better. We will probably do more of that again on stream. You can find me at twitch.tv/longhaulergmg. Let's go ahead, let's jump into the next one. Alright, so apparently my GPS screwed up and I went on the wrong road. We skipped to this one. This is actually not the one we were supposed to do, but we had to skip the last one that I was going to do because it involves a rock concert, and they actually have music in the game. So that doesn't bode well, obviously, for doing stuff on YouTube. So we're just going to skip that one altogether, and maybe I'll come back to that at another time. I can't guarantee that I'm not going to get a strike or something. But we're going to make it nice and easy through here. Oh, I'm going to hit that. Oh. Good thing I was paying attention. I don't think I could get through here any better, though. But we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try and hug as far over as I can. Ooh. That was very, very close on that other side. Oh, we gotta watch the swing of the trailer, too. Speed bump. Oh, it's like it's nothing. Alright, we're gonna go wide here. Try and hold on to her. Where am I going here? Oh, okay. This is where track IR would come in really handy. We'll try and get around this guy. Whoop. It's a manual truck. The only downside to running manual. That was very close. These are actually genuinely pretty intense. I'll give them that. I am sorry that there's going to be so much cutting between them today. I wish there were longer ones. There was a game that they used to have called Extreme Trucker 1 and 2. I wish they would come out with a newer version of it that was more like this, where it was more hands-on, but like similar maps per se, because I really enjoyed that game. And that's kind of what led me to want to do this. I wanted to do a bit of a throwback series. I do have other games, and it's a win-win because I get to go revisit some of the games I really, really like. Obviously, this is the first time I've ever played this. I never got the chance to. But on top of that, oh, this is going to get really tight down here. But on top of that, it gives me a way to kind of fill a little bit of space when we're kind of waiting, kind of between game launches or between DLC updates for American Truck Sim or things like that, where I still want to explore games that I used to enjoy or do stuff with friends and kind of go back and revisit some old memories and stuff, which is really cool. This is nuts right here. Gotta really, really manage that right side, because that swing on the trailer is gonna get me if I'm not careful. And there we go. So we made it through that one cleanly with a 4:16. I want to quickly go see. So the time on this one here, the best time is a 1:36.94. I placed 1580. That is rough. I could definitely do a lot better. So we're going to come back to a lot of these on stream, hopefully, and see what we can do. Let's go ahead, let's jump into Bends All the Way. Alright, so here's this one. Bends All the Way. It appears to just be a mountain road. Don't know why it thinks it's that bad. We will see. I'm guessing this thing's going to want to slide out a lot. I don't know if I have to stay in my lane, but I'm going to do my best for the sake of keeping it legit. Oh, she slides. That's what we got to watch out for. We're just going to take it nice and easy down here. Use up some of the speed coming in here. Treat it like a track. Brakes on the brakes hard. Little too slow there. Could have probably gone better. Kind of shifting, kind of strange too, but okay, this one has a barrier in there, so we're going to have to be a little more careful on this one. There we go. I mean, this is not the worst thing I've ever done, but it's definitely... This feels a lot more intense than anything on ETS 2. For sure. Definitely for sure. Kudos to the European drivers who do this as their job and they just have to go these hills all day. You know, eventually they master it, but honestly, the managing traffic stuff is what kills me. Like, you'd have to really keep an eye on traffic and really micromanage your lane management stuff. I need to slow her down here. I don't want to slide into a wall. At literally any moment she could let go. Coming down to the bottom of the hill. And there we go, we are through. Is this the finish? It is. Beautiful. Alright, and so there we go. We got a 255.58. Didn't hit anything, but that was rough. Obviously, we could probably do a lot better. Let's move on to the next challenge. Well, so this one falls purely on impatience, but we're actually going to be reversing the whole way out of here. It's going to be a little more difficult to anything we've done so far, so I'm going to take it nice and easy and try and focus a little bit. This being one of the things that people quite enjoy about seeing me driving is dropping off stuff. That blind hill is going to be what concerns me. I don't know the road well enough to know where I'm going to need to go. Nope, I think I've screwed up. I think I'm supposed to go around to the right. It'll be my right. So I think I should probably hold her here. Oh, she's going to want to slide downhill too, so I got to be easy as I let off. Come on, baby. She's sliding. We're going to back off a little bit, feather it, let her get some grip. Come on. Come on. We're gonna ride out to this side. I want to try and hug the hill with the trailer. But I gotta be careful not to overdo it at the same time. Because I don't want to have to turn out and hit anything. Okay, there we go. Now we have to turn to the other side. It looks like that's our turnaround spot. So we'll go ahead and try and get the trailer back in there. Okay. Now. Oh, you know what? That's our turnaround spot. So I actually need to go back and... Well... Oop. Did that count as using the outside? Technically, I guess I could just pull in here and reverse back around, which would probably be easier to pivot the other way. So I'm going to hug as tight as I can here. So we'll just do this instead of having to pull forward and back in. And I want to keep the trailer right on that line there, hugging the inside as tight as I can. Let it just gently take the corner. These are the things in my head. This is how I manage these corners. Now, obviously, I'm not actually CDL trained. I've never had my CDL. I've never held one. I would love to, but I do not currently have the time to put into that kind of stuff. So this is all stuff that I've just learned over years and years of sim trucking and just basic common knowledge that comes with having friends in the industry and just being surrounded by it. We'll take it nice and easy coming up here. She's slipping a little bit, so we're going to back down a gear. I'm sure I could have gone a little faster, but this one I gotta be careful because gravel roads tend to slip on more. I'm sure the time on this one's probably a minute something too, which is insane. But this should be where our finish line is. Yep, here we go. Alright, well, so that's done. We got a 414.28, 500 points, because we didn't hit anything, didn't use the camera or anything like that. So let's go ahead, let's jump into the next one. Alright, so this one, we are approaching a castle that is being repaired, but apparently there's been some rock slides, there's some construction machinery and stuff that we just have to keep an eye out for. There's actually an evening one, which is kind of interesting. We'll take it nice and easy around here. Try and hug the barrier here. Oh, crap. Okay, I did come close enough to those rocks to hit them. So that was an oopsie on there. I am trying to keep some level of speed through here, because it shouldn't be too bad. I just got a lot closer to those rocks than I realized I would. I think I just clipped a tiny little one. Could have possibly punctured a tire if it was real life. Alright, we gotta really slow down here. I'm gonna hit that one, I think. Ooh. Trying to keep Like I said, a little bit of speed. And there we are, through there. This is really, really tight through parts of these. I have to be careful on this corner. Just about managing speed so I don't slide the truck. And there we go. And this should be the castle. So this one was a lot easier in some ways. Bit of a tight entrance here. Oh, we're actually not quite there. There it is. We'll go all out, even though that would probably end horribly in real life. So I did hit something, the little rock, I do think. We got 252.29, had minus 100 points because we did hit something. But that wasn't too bad. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so we have to enter the ferry with the cabin first on this one. So I have to actually enter in here. And it looks like go down to the right and then turn around. This one's way tighter than the other ones have been. Don't think I'm gonna quite make this, so I'm actually gonna reverse a little bit. Oh, she's fighting me a little bit. Try and watch that gate. Watch this car. Question is, can I just do a U-turn here? Gonna hit the porta potty, so I'm gonna have to back up a little bit here. But we may be able to have just enough room to actually flip a bit of a U-E. We're gonna take it nice and easy, nice and slow. I think I'm probably gonna clip this container. It's gonna be close. Not worth it. I've killed the truck. I'm just gonna reverse a little bit just to give myself some breathing room. We'll go ahead and turn all the way in. I'm gonna be about jackknifing the trailer to get this one through. But that's okay. I'm gonna pull up as close to these as I can. Then I'm gonna try to jackknife a little bit. Gotta watch my other side so I don't hit the containers, but we should have more than enough room. Shouldn't have to even consider it. We'll go all into the right here. And if you guys hear me like, whoop, starting to fight me, this is genuinely tough because the wheel is so stiff for some reason. But we're gonna follow it all the way through and use the swing of the trailer to get us then back straight. We'll take it nice and slow through these cars. Gonna get right close to them. And there we go. Just like that. So it took us 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which really isn't that bad. It's kind of funny. It looks like that's an American-style trailer there with that boat on it. It's kind of funny to me. But yeah, that went really, really well. I'm very, very happy with that. Let's move on to one more. Alright, so on this one we have to reverse out and around. To find an alternate route out of here. So I need to spin this thing around somehow. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet. We will figure that one out in a second. Actually, maybe I figured that out. We will back the truck into this corner. And it looks like we've got a bit of a maze here, almost, that we need to get out of. So we're going to take it nice and easy. We're going to come all the way across so that we can swing the trailer around. This one's a tough one, especially without track IR. Probably going to stick in low this whole time. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Obviously, we're not going for a time record here. Just trying to survive. Like I said, though, hopefully we will be doing some of this on stream here soon at some point, just to see what we can do in terms of getting the best times possible. It looks like I have to go all the way left here. This is a little bit tight. We're going to be... Oh. I'm going to be jackknifing the truck a little bit to get to it, but that's okay. Well, not quite jackknifing. It's not really anywhere near that yet, but... This is definitely a tough one here. And I do have to worry about the swing on the trailer now. Let's see, I should be able to make this, I think. It'll be close. Oh, and of course, like I was talking about earlier, the front of the trailer caught me because I was not paying enough attention to it. So there's that one. So we are through that. That was rather tight. We'll go out nice and wide here, turn in sharp. I should have slowed down sooner. Probably gonna have to back up a little bit. Oh, we might be okay. We'll just follow it through, give us as much room as we can. Nice and easy through here. Oh, what did I... Oh, I did it again with the front of the trailer. That's twice. So on this one, that's really what I gotta watch for on the swing, is the front of the trailer. Not really an issue with American trucks, because they don't tend to swing out that far. At least I've never had that issue on any of the games I've played. It's usually only with the Euro trucks. So I do have to give myself a little bit of space, just like that. Kind of keep it here. And there's the gate, just like that. And there we have it. So we hit the front of the trailer twice. Obviously not the best. 40 minutes. Oof, that was 40 minutes. That would have been rough. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. 300 points. Obviously we can do way better. I'm going to try my best to edit in on the right side all of the times that are like your top 5 times to give you an idea of how far off I am and some of the top speeds, because those people are insane. But hopefully on stream here pretty soon, we will be doing some of this to see if we can get ourselves up as high as possible in the results list. That would be a lot of fun. But that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.